Once upon a time, there was a little girl who had no friends. All the other children in the village played games with each other all day long, but not with her. She was always left alone, with no one to play with. Her parents turned a blind eye. Her teachers didn't care. She had no one for herself. One bright, sunny day, every single child in the village was out playing with each other. Surely, the little girl thought, today of all days, someone will be my friend. Someone will play with me. But try as she might, whenever she tried to join in a game, all the children would move away from her, ignoring her, excluding her. Sadder than ever before, she went to find a quiet place in the woods to sit and cry. As the little girl sat crying in the woods, an old woman appeared, hobbling along on a stick. The old woman approached and said, "Little girl, why are you crying? It's a bright and beautiful day. Why aren't you playing with all the other children?" The little girl told the old woman that she had no friends, that no one in the village would play with her. The old woman was moved to tears. "Something must be done about this," she said. In a flash, the old woman was gone, and in her place was a beautiful fairy. "It really does pain me to see a child in such low spirits," the fairy said. "I will have to do something about this." The fairy found sticks and branches from the forest floor and bound them together with mud. And with a single wave of her magical wand, suddenly the little bundle of sticks held together with mud came to life and turned into a boy. The girl was amazed, and the fairy said, "Little boy, this girl is ever so lonely. Won't you be her friend?" And the little boy said, "Of course I will." The little girl was thrilled. At last she had all she had ever wanted, a friend of her own. The little girl and the boy made of sticks and mud played with each other all the time. The little girl was over the moon. After all, she had, at last, a best friend. The little boy built himself a house in the woods made of stones, and every night, as the girl tucked herself into bed, she thought about all the games she and her new friend would play with each other. The next day, and the next day, and the day after that too. The days went on, and the little girl was happy. Then one day, all the other children from the village came into the woods. They saw the girl and the boy playing, and they were interested. "Would you like to come and play with us?" they said. So they both joined in with the other children, and the little girl was so happy. This was everything she'd ever wanted. But soon enough, things started to change. Some days, all the other children would leave the little girl behind when they went off to play. Sometimes they would start playing a game with her, and then they would forget. Soon, even the little boy had started to ignore her. she started to get upset, and then she started to get angry. She took a box of matches from the fireplace and went to the boy's house of stones in the woods. She yelled at him, "Why do you keep ignoring me? I thought you were supposed to be my friend." The boy simply said, "The others make better friends than you. They're more fun to be around. They play better games. I just don't want to be your friend anymore." The little girl was furious and struck a match, throwing it at the little boy made of sticks and mud. In a moment, the boy was ablaze, his wood burning to charcoal, his mud hardening on his joints. Eventually, rain came falling down and put the fire out, and the little girl saw that the boy was frozen solid, his mud caked onto his joints. The little girl was delighted. Finally, here was a friend who would never abandon her, who would never ignore her. The little girl played with her friend day after day after day. She had never been happier, and the little boy made of sticks and mud could only stand, watching, frozen, fear locked in his eyes. Her friend, whether he liked it or not, forever.